Fiji lead 8-0 in the series. Last met in Tokyo in the Cup quarter-final back in April. A game Fiji won by 41-5, and that incidentally was Japan's best result by getting to the Cup quarter-finals in their own tournament. So Fiji, same starting lineup again, led by Osea Kolinisau. Lotimo Ravuvu scored 23 points against Canada first time out. Lotte Hea comes in for his first start for Japan. And Lotte Tungiri, Fijian-born, plays against his countryman in this one. Sakai leads from the number 7 shirt. I'm Wayne Griffith and I'm joined by Willie Lose. Willie, Fiji looked very impressive first time out, and we've not always been able to say that about the Fijians.
Yeah, it's been the consistency that is the thing that's really impressed me with what Ben Ryan has done with these men in white. They looked absolutely terrific against Canada, but this is another game as we look at DHL that delivered the ball out to the halfway mark. And Japan, well, this is David v. Goliath.
I hope it's got four-wheel drive. Yeah, here it comes in gear. Fiji certainly got into gear early on this morning, didn't they? 9 tries in total, firing in all cylinders. A second game then for Matt O'Brien. 127 matches now in his World Rugby Sevens series career. Japan are here by virtue of winning the Asian Sevens title recently. So the crucial Olympic berth has already been secured by Japan. And they'll have their work cut out here. The long striding Pio Tuai. First possession to Fiji, but Timo Ravuvu sprints away before the opening score. Less than a minute on the clock.
Well, the clock stopped at 18 seconds because that's how long it took to go 78 metres. Right from the kickoff, it was too wide. He's just too big and strong. You've got to get a shot on him. They ran past him and he just couldn't believe his luck. Turned the offload, and then Vatemo Ravovo scampered away. 10 tries for the Fijians and 14 minutes and 26 seconds of Sevens rugby. They are a real threat in 2015, and look at him. He does look a lot like Sarevi when he runs, doesn't he? The chest is out. He's looking around.
Yeah, he's the playmaker and sweeper. He doesn't miss those, does he? So straight from the kickoff, Fiji lead 7-0. Ravuvu just drops that one beyond the 10-meter line.
Offside. Tell you one thing I like from the kickoffs win, and Verimar Lua starts about 10 metres behind the halfway mark.
Well, we saw the Australian 15 side do that to good effect in the Rugby World Cup, getting into the stride before the kickoff is taken. Japan in the hunt. Just losing the ball forward there.
Yeah, Justin Verimar Lua starts about 10 or 15 metres back from the halfway, and he starts running. His timing is known perfect because by the time he's got some pace up, the kick has just been kicked off and he gets up, and well, more times out of not, he gets to win the ball at the line out, kickoff rather.
Look at the size of these Fijian forwards. Nearest to us is Pia Tuai. He will have been the best player for Fiji last season. Snapped up there by Jerry Tuai, dancing along the sidelines, just about manages to keep the ball in play. And that's a well-taken try for the Fijian number 8.
He plays halfback in the 15-a-side game, and look, that's it. It's the power, and then the get-go, ducks under the tackle. Lati Tungiri tried to, well, he didn't even put a hand, well, he did put a hand on him. That's just weak defence from the Japanese. Far too easy for Jerry Tuai. In the space of 2 minutes, Fiji lead by 12.
So the conversion is successful. Fiji have doubled their tally and lead Japan by 14-0. 4 passes, 2 tries, simple as. And chases the lurking figure of Pio Tuai, a frightening sight. Katsuki Sakai, the captain. As Fiji look to outmuscle the diminutive Japanese captain. He's done well though. It's a big hit coming in on Lily Damo. Powerful runner, hasn't been in the squad all of last season. A chance, half chance for Satoshi Yoshima. Almost tripped up by the ankle there. He's still going. Gets the support. He had been tackled, Yoshima. He has to release the ball.
Best passage of play we've seen from Japan in the first 4 minutes. And it's taken some of the Japanese players to get them to go forward.
Well, as we saw their 15 squad in the Rugby World Cup, Willie, they learn, they have this capacity to learn, they have this eagerness to learn, and tactically they're very astute, as they shown in the Rugby World Cup. Oh, neat little pass out the back door from Pio Tuai. Not as good that time.
There's Lotua here, the Tongan-born player for Japan. He just held his line there, but have a look at this. Pio Tuai draws in 2 defenders and then just the ball out the back. Makes it look so easy.
Out quickly to Sakai, Tungiri, finding Lily Damo. Hauled down by the captain, Fijian captain Colin Isao. This looks promising. Oshima. He's a tough character, is Oshima. Difficult ball to take. Lotto here, up to the 22. It's the best position so far for Japan as Sakai sweeps it out to Toyoshima, to Tungiri, going for the corner. There is Lotto here. Now, did he get the ball down?
I think he's got it. Lily Damu out wide. Was patient standing there, scored a try against Argentina.
Held up and goal. Scrum Japan.
Oh, big call.
I thought he might want to have a look at that one. Held up, good work, tremendous work there. It was Colin Isao, the Fijian captain.
You right? You're right, yeah.
Sakai in some difficulty here.
Isn't that tremendous work from referee, Australian referee Matt O'Brien, and also the assistant referees that are there to make a decision so quickly, and it was accurate. It was the right call. Japan still have a chance to get some points though.
Time on.
Well, they need a huge scrum here.
Fine. Sit.
But for Fiji, Ravuvu can't quite take it. It's there. Now then, here's a chance for Fiji.
Time off.
Matt O'Brien wants a word.
Deliberately preventing the ball from coming out.
Gone into his pocket early.
He's killed the ball and he had a golf swing as well. He missed the ball completely.
Behind the
That's
line.
a whiskey.
Time on.
So now then, Japan, they must score surely. Lotoa here, again hauled down short on the Lily Damu rather, hauled down short, this time perhaps Goto, the Goto man. Fiji resolute in defence, they just will not cave in.
Offside.
Offside called by Matt O'Brien. Ben Ryan. Done some sterling work with Fiji again. Lily Damo may well have lost the ball in contact.
I needed to shift that. That is a brain explosion because they've got players to burn out to the right and he got the old white line fever and he's dropped it cold. That is a shocker.
So right up the stroke of half-time. Japan. They need a big scrum here. It's a Fijian put-in. Trailing by 14-0. Fiji down to 6 men.
Sit.
Jerry Tuai feeds, back it goes, and that's enough, says Colin Nisau. Just put it out. Let's take a break, let's take a breather. They've hardly had to break sweat of the Fijians, and they're looking good for their 2-try advantage at the break. Fiji 14, Japan 0.
Oscar, if we got a scrum while we're still down to 6, throw the stab and run us some more.
So Fiji lead under the hot desert sun here in Dubai. Game 9 on day 1. 9 tries in the opening game against Canada, and finding a little more difficult against Japan, although they scored 2 quick tries in succession.
Oh, look at this one. There is Vedemalua running back, and he's on the 10-metre mark. He'll come forward to make sure that he hits the line when the ball is kicked.
May have been ahead of the ball there, as he goes up for the ball, makes it difficult for Japan, and reclaims possession. Spun out quickly to Viliame Mata. We heard Ben Ryan say at half-time that he'd be pulled off early in the second half, given the ball away to Jamie Henry, the Japanese replacement. Good work at the breakdown by Fiji here. Side entry by Japan. Good show of the hands by the Fijian player, showing that it allowed the Japanese player to release the ball before going in. Katonimbao, not quite sure what needed to be done. A high tackle there from the Japanese player on Jerry Tuai. Vedemalua, one-handed, and scooped up there by Lotoa here for Japan, still looking for their opening score. This is Shunya Goto. Now where is he going? Can he get away? Just throws a speculative pass, and out it goes to Shohei Toyoshima. Shows a clean pair of heels to the Fijians, and that's a popular score.
Yeah, it really was the turnover, because Fiji have still just got 6 players. One of their players is still in the sin bin, and so the advantage, the turnover, and all of a sudden they ran brilliant angles. That was the classic thing for this try here. The angle there was a beauty from Goto. Then he got into no man's land and just threw it out the back. Picked up by Toyoshima, inside, outside. Japan are on the board.
Showing good pace, Toyoshima, to get away from the Fijian defense. So Fiji have to think again here. Fiji back to a full complement of 7. As Fiji have halved the deficit. A little more urgency now in the play of the Fijians. A little mistake again gives possession away to Japan, and here they come looking for a second score. In at the corner, surely Toyoshima for his second try. A double for the number 9.
They got isolated, Fiji. They took the ball to the line, and then they got isolated. The quick tap from Jamie Henry, who's just come on the field for Japan, and he draws in the last defender. The lovely pass up to Toyoshima. 14-12, kick to make it even. Nobody would have predicted this after what we saw from Fiji earlier against Canada.
Oh, this game is so unpredictable. A little hitch kick from Toyoshima. He'd have seen Waisale Serevi do that on many an occasion to win matches for Fiji. But Japan are right back in the hunt here, trailing by 2 by 14-12, midway through the second half. Toyoshima, the try scorer, hoists the high kick right out far on the far touchline there. In goes Kameli Suejima, the number 10, the replacement, looking to get his hands on the ball. It's into midfield. Just a Vedemalua Was offered a contract with Toulouse, but wants to stay with Sems, certainly over the Olympics.
Oh boy, Domolala was away, and it was just pure desperation from Lily Damu, who just stuck out a hand. There was Domolala on the loop around there, caught him, just clipped his ankle, and that's where his foot touched the sideline. He was away. And you mentioned it earlier, when that performance from the Brave Possums at the Rugby World Cup is evident in the seven side as well.
Well, there's tremendous interest now, isn't there, in Japan, and looking forward, of course, to the Rugby World Cup 15s, that is in 2019. And 25 million people watched the game between Japan and Scotland in the Rugby World Cup on the back of that amazing, deserved win over South Africa in Brighton. Jamie Henry. And Japan could well go into the lead here if they can work a man clear. And that was Lily Damu taking it in, out quickly to Ozawa. This is Suejima. Good hands to Goto. Goto to Toyoshima, looking for his hat-trick. Did it go forward? No, it didn't. And there's space on the wide outside. Japan will take the lead here through Josefa Lily Damu. Marvellous work by Japan. And there'll be some soul-searching in the Fijian ranks now.
He's gone from villain to hero in the matter of minutes. He couldn't score the 2 tries in the first half, and have a look at this. The break from Henry, they get it wide, and then Lily Damu goes into the tackle. They worked it back, and it was the work of Goto. They finally got it out to Lily Damu, who wasn't going to be denied a third time, and Japan have hit the lead for the first time in the match.
Well, what's happened to Fiji? 2 quick tries early on, and you'd have put money on to run away with it. Tomohiro Sagawa, rather, the coach. But he knows that this game of Sems, it can turn so easily on a missed tackle or a rare lapse of concentration. But Japan have the lead over Fiji, the reigning world champions, 17-14. This is the most points scored by Japan over Fiji. They lost by 31-12 in Brisbane, but they're ahead. And they're looking at their first victory ever over Fiji. It's played 8, won 8 for Fiji.
I've seen Fiji win a game with 1 second left on the clock, so they'll be feeling okay.
That's a big hit coming in from Camille Suejima. Enjoys the game of sevens as Suejima enjoys the physicality. Wow, that's a let-off for the world champions, the series champions.
Well, Lote Tingiri thought that he had done enough, but he lost the ball forward. Pio Tuai not really controlling the possession. And boy, oh boy, what's happened in the second half? 6 missed tackles from the Fijians. They normally miss 6 tackles in the whole tournament.
Well, there's a man who would love to score against the Fijians, born in Fiji, of course, Lote Tingiri. Katsuki Sakai.
Come on.
Captain. Scrum half.
Fine. Sit.
Just 42 seconds on the clock. Fiji trail by 3, but they're most dangerous when they are behind. On their own try line. And here is Savanatha Rawatha. Still got possession as Rawatha. Second top Fijian try scorer last season with 37. And what would Fiji give for a try right now as the clock ticks down towards 0? Dangerous, risky pass, finding Baramalua. Again, forcing the passes now, Fiji. Osea Kolinisau, the captain, almost gets away from the Tungiri. And here they come. Jasa Baramalua, upfield comes Jerry Tuai, hunted down. Muliboro rather, flicked up to Rawatha. What did I say? What did Fiji give for a try now from this man? And he has delivered right on full time. Savanatha Rawatha steals the victory against the valiant Japan. 19-17 with a conversion to come.
Well, he started it and he finished it. He gave the big fend off inside his own 22 and he stopped to admire his work, and now he sprinted 100 metres to put the ball underneath the black dot with a wonderful dive. Fiji play their get out of jail card early on day one.
Oh, cruel luck for Japan in sight of a famous victory. And scant consolation is the fact that they scored more points than they've ever done against the Fijians. But it just quite wasn't enough in the end. And Fiji have come back from the death to defeat Japan by 21 points to 17. And we can hear Osea Kulinisau, who's pitchside with Rupert Cox.
Osea, Japan gave you a big fright there.
Yeah, they gave us a big fright. They are a good team, and I thank the boys for holding on in there. Although they came back and they had the momentum, but I'd like to thank the boys for giving their guts, and we came up with a win on our last play.
Thanks, Osea.
Thank you.